Pamela Hughes. I live on Peach Avenue. I've lived in the Mount Hope neighborhood for 38 years. I'm a transplant from born in Boston, lived in Connecticut places. So when I moved to the east side, as Helen said, because when I moved here, that's what it was called, it was a vibrant community. It was predominantly black community. What I find now is our folks are gone. I am the president of the Mount Hope Cowboys Pop Warner Youth Football and Cheerleading Organization, and what I'd like to see is our neighborhood, and I'm talking the whole neighborhood, so that's Mount Hope, that's too close. Mount Hope, Summit, Observatory, come out and support the kids. We have the Cowboys, we have the Cobras, we have Vincent Brown basketball. I know there's a little league team somewhere on the east side. I don't frequent little league, but if I could, I would. Our team is nationally recognized. They're supporting this neighborhood. When they go out there, they're the toughest. And I'm not speaking just because I'm the president, but I'm speaking from experience. They are the toughest. I ran for the Cobras, they were the toughest. I ran for Hope High, we were the toughest. What I find now is our kids lack support, adult support. We have our home games at Hope High School. Season starts on August 1st, so if anyone has children 5 to 14 that would like to play football or cheerlead, we are signing up every Saturday until the end of July, and our season starts August 1st. But we don't have support that we should have. Our kids don't have that support. The Cowboys, the Cobras, Hope High School. I'm a graduate of Hope. So I'm going to speak, Mr. Santal, you're at the school department. So I'm going to speak on a personal issue. My daughter's a 2016 graduate of Hope High School. She was a 4-year volleyball player, a 4-year track runner, all-state in track, MVP in volleyball, and she had a terrible volleyball coach. Why? Because they said we could not ask for her to leave, and I love her to death, but her time had run its course. So she could not teach my daughter or her teammates the proper way to play volleyball. They could have been an excellent volleyball team, but because the city, so they say, or the school department, based on seniority, allows people to be coaches because they're teachers and not coaches because they're passionate about a sport, is a problem. Now, I am a product of Tom Spann. If you all don't know who he is the Hope High School track coach. My daughter is a product of Tom Spann. So she had 2 different experiences at the same school, 2 different coaching experiences. One excellent and one not excellent. So what I'd like to see is that issue addressed, if you could, as a school board member, but even if you're elected, and if anyone is elected, I'd like to see that addressed. Looking into the city and how they hire coaches. Because our kids, I'm an avid sports fan. So I go to football games, I go to basketball games on high school level, I go to track meets, and what I find is, and this is no affront to anyone who's graduated from the LaSalle's and the Hendrickens of the state, but I find that our city kids lack numbers to actually win a state championship. And if you see, Central did it with very little numbers, but it's hard to do. We need quality coaching, and that means allowing coaches who have been alumni of these schools to come back and coach. That's what we need. What I like is for our community as a whole to support all our kids. We need programs. I've seen my kids from the Cowboys, as Herlin stated, go out, and there are some that have been murdered, and then there are some that have murdered. And I've recently watched 2 of our kids be sentenced to life plus 60 years. That's not what we want to see. So if we're going to come together as a community, like Helen said, it is about race. It is about getting rid of your fears. We're not going to bite you, okay? We're not going to bite you. We want to just get along well and have the best neighborhood that we can have and get rid of the stigma. This is Mount Hope, this is Summit, we are one, and that's what I'd like to see.